Hello my TBDs, welcome back to another Wear Test Wednesday. Today is a video I'm very excited about because I'm going to be testing out not only the Jouer Essential High Coverage Cream Foundation, but I'm also going to be testing out their brand new Essential High Coverage Concealer. This just launched, so I knew I had to grab it. I was very intrigued. Another video I was thinking about doing is comparing this guy to the Tarte Shape Tape and seeing which one wins. If you like that idea, be sure to give this video a thumbs up so I know. This box, by the way, is ginormous. What is this necessary? It is a tiny little foundation. This foundation's been out for a little while. I have not personally tried it, so it is brand new to me. It says it has hyaluronic acid in it and it's supposed to be matte and oil free. This has 0.68 ounces of product, so like almost half of what you normally get in a regular size foundation. It says it has supreme coverage, it's lightweight and long wearing. It creates an impeccable airbrushed matte finish instantly. It says it's a small amount is needed. It has chamomile extract, cucumber extract, hyaluronic acid, tripeptide complex, paraben free, matte, oil free, and it's dermatologist tested. Let's see if the website has anything else that I did not add. I did get the shade Vanilla. It was really difficult to find what shade I was because I hear that they run very yellow, so I wanted to get something cool toned. Normally I would get something that's like a neutral undertone, but I really don't want this to be super yellow on me. It says it's for all skin types, it's a lightweight, long-wearing foundation. Airbrushed matte finish is basically what it says. This foundation does come in 50 different shades, so let me show you. That's the shade range online. They do have some darker shades, but as you can see, most of them are light shades. AKA why I had kind of a hard time to find what my right color was because there's so many to choose from. They also do have a shade finder. I entered what shade I am in the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless foundation, and then it matched me up to this shade right here. It said this was my closest shade match. And then let's talk about the concealer. The concealer was $22 only. You can currently only buy this online. I bought mine at Sephora. There's 25 shades. It says it's supposed to be a full coverage concealer and it helps to smoothen imperfections, contour, and highlight. It says it offers full coverage with hyaluronic acid and resveratrol to achieve a creaseless, soft matte finish while correcting and smoothing the look of imperfections. It has anise fruit extract and vitamin E to keep skin glowing and looking refreshed all day long. That is the shade range of the concealer. There's really only like 3 dark shades and the rest of them are very light. The good thing about this brand that I have noticed is they do have very fair shades, like white shades. So if you're a very fair person, I think that this would be a good line for you. If you do like the product, they would have a shade to match you, which I think is a plus because not a lot of brands are able to do that. But before we jump into the video, be sure to subscribe before you leave so you don't miss out on my future videos. I upload it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I do these Wear Test Wednesdays every other week here on my channel. All right, let's get this going. Ugh, it's always a pain to do that when you have earrings in. You don't know if the earring's gonna go with this guy. Okay, let's jump into the video. Let's open up the foundation first. See, this is what it comes in. It's like very protected in there. This is what the foundation looks like. I think it's really pretty, but you can definitely tell that there is not a lot of product in here. And maybe that's because it's so high coverage that you don't need as much product as you would with another foundation. I don't know, we'll have to test it out. Again, I have the shade Vanilla and I'm interested to see because it says it has hyaluronic acid in it, but it also says it's supposed to be matte, which my skin really loves hyaluronic acid. It is a very good ingredient. It keeps you hydrated and it works really well with my oily skin, so hopefully I don't break out with this product. First, I'm gonna add some primer. Let's go ahead and add some of this foundation. Ooh, and the pump is really pretty. I mean, this is just a really pretty looking bottle. I love the frosted glass. I love the, like, is it rose gold? I'm gonna add some to this candle lid. It is extremely runny, as you can see there. I'm gonna take a beauty blender and do the side of my skin. I did only take 1 pump because it says it's supposed to be really high coverage. And I think that 1 pump is enough to almost do my entire face. This foundation is going so far with only just 1 pump, and I did not even use all of it. Instantly, it's kind of like a powder finish. That spreads so fast, and it is so full coverage right away. Let's take the remainder, go on the other side of my face. 1 pump, full coverage to cover my entire face. That's insane. And my skin looks really nice. Here's my skin close up so you can get an idea of what it's looking like on my skin. Wow, I'm shocked. I cannot see any redness at all. So I do think that it does run yellow. If you are like neutral or a cool tone person, I would make sure that you get a shade that does say that it has cool undertones in it. I feel like this is a little pink for me, but I just didn't want it to be too yellow. I'm pretty much shocked at how this foundation applied. Maybe the concealer will be the exact same way. I can't believe that it applied so fast. I mean, this took maybe 15 seconds for me to apply completely, and the fact that it was one pump and it covered my entire face, and my skin looks really nice. I mean, it does look like I have foundation on my skin. In my experience, I haven't found a foundation that is full coverage that looks natural, so it definitely does look like I have foundation on my skin. It doesn't look super makeup-y, if that makes sense. Let's go ahead and move on to concealer. Again, it is in the packaging that matches what the foundation looks like. By the way, this is in the shade Wheat. Here's what the concealer looks like. It looks gorgeous. It looks very, very high end. It has the frosted glass, except it's like frosted plastic, but it looks very similar to the foundation. It has the same color top. It has Jouer written all over the top of the concealer, which I think is kind of cool. The foundation doesn't have that. On the front, it says Jouer, and on the back, it says Essential High Coverage Liquid Concealer, Creaseless Soft Matte Hyaluronic Acid, and again, I have the shade Wheat. I think there was a shade match that I saw that Trend Mood did, and it said if I had Tarte Shape Tape Light Sand, which is what I do have, then this would be my closest match. That's about as much as I would apply of concealer. Hopefully that's not too much. Oh my gosh, it's so full coverage. I would say that's more full coverage than the Tarte Shape Tape, but I am going to have to do that video just to clarify and make sure that it actually is more full coverage than the Tarte Shape Tape and do like side-by-side comparison. I do think the color is a great match. That's insane. It's so full coverage. And my under eyes look flawless. It is creasing a little bit right here, but I always get creases like right underneath my eyes until I set it. Blows my mind. My face looks flawless right now, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and set it with my normal powder, the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. Let's see how it looks actually set. This is the first concealer I have ever tried that actually covers my dark circles. So for this to cover them up completely is very shocking to me. They even show through with the Tarte Shape Tape. I would recommend setting this foundation. It has started to crease on my forehead as I've sat here talking to you, so let's see if setting it prevents the creasing. It does look a little heavy in between my eyebrows and a tad heavy around my nose. I'm being very nitpicky here to see if I can find flaws in the foundation. The only thing I can see, I mean, my face is freaking full coverage. I know I've said that a million times. All right, so I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup. I will be back to share how other products applied on top. It is 10:52 right now, so I will be right back. It is now 11:36, but we're calling the check-in time 11 because I did film another look, this look actually, so I will link that down in the description box below if you're interested in seeing how I achieved this look. I winked really weird there. I don't know what happened. Anyway, so looking at the foundation and the concealer, I really, really like them both, like a lot. I did go and ask Chris what he thought of the foundation, and he said that it definitely looks like more foundation than I would normally wear. So he could tell that I was wearing a higher coverage foundation, but he said it still looked good, just that it was more makeup than I usually wear. So I think that's a good sign. It's looking good. It is starting to crease a little bit in my forehead lines right here. Hopefully it does not continue throughout the day because that would suck. But everywhere on my face looks really, really nice. So I'm eager to see how this is going to wear throughout the day. I will take you throughout my day as well. I'm going to do some studying and then I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the day. That's like all I have planned, but I will take you along with me throughout my day. But yeah, I will wear this foundation and concealer for 10 hours today, and we will check in a little bit later seeing how the foundation and the concealer are holding up. Hey everyone, it is now... I'm not going to do this if you're staring at me.
Why not?
All right, everyone. So it is 6:56 p.m. So I've had this foundation on for 5 hours. Is that right? I've had this foundation on for 7 hours actually. I think it actually is doing very, very well. I'm looking at my skin. It's not sinking into my creases up here any more than it did this morning. My face looks very matte, like actually really, really matte, which I'm shocked about because this does have hyaluronic acid in it. So I thought that it was going to give me a little bit of that oily look, but it has not done that so far. I don't think it's oxidized at all. I do see it maybe breaking up on my nose, just like a little bit, but not very much at all. So overall, I'm really happy with how the foundation is doing. My concealer looks pretty good too. I don't have really any complaints about either the foundation or the concealer. I'll do my final check-in here in the next couple of hours and show you exactly how my skin has been looking with this foundation on, but so far my thoughts are really positive. I do like it a lot. Anyway, I will check back in at the end of the day and share my final thoughts with you. It's the end of the night. It's 10:32. I've had this on for over 10 hours, and I gotta say my skin looks almost exactly the same as it did this morning. My forehead lines, I mean, it has sunk in just a little bit into my wrinkles right here, but not any more than it did this morning. Like, it doesn't look like it worsen throughout the day. My cheeks look flawless, pretty much. My chin looks great. My nose looks great. It has broken down just a little bit around the tip of my nose. Other than that, I mean, I'm just barely oily right around my nose. And that's it. Everything looks great. I think this foundation would look great if you are taking lots of photos or doing videos, because I took photos of this foundation earlier today and all of my photos turned out really, really well. My face looked really flawless. Yeah, it just looked really, really good. So that's my thoughts on the foundation. I think this would be a good foundation if you went out to an event or had a date night or something like that, or went to a concert, because it's going to last and it's going to look really, really good and not break up throughout the day. I don't think this is a foundation I would wear every single day because it is very, very full coverage and it's just not the look that I'm going for every day. But I do see myself wearing this foundation over and over and over as kind of my go-to foundation when I do have those events or date nights or concerts. I want my makeup to last. I'm gonna wear this foundation. The concealer did not break up at all throughout the day. I got just a little bit of creasing right underneath my eye, but that always happens with concealers. It just looks great. I mean, the combination together looks really good. I'm very happy with how both of these wore. Similar to the foundation, I would not wear this concealer every single day because it's just so full coverage. But on those nights when I need full coverage concealer or I have an event or something, I'm going to reach for this. That's pretty much all my thoughts on this foundation and concealer. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!